Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. This video will be a review of my final project for LMC 6317, Interactive Narrative. My final project explores applying interactive narrative to nonfiction, and specifically I'm looking at historical events and placing them contextually on a contemporary map and using a timeline and text to deliver the story. The story that I've chosen as a prototype is what I'm calling From Terminus, the story that follows Father Thomas O'Reilly, a figure in Atlanta during the Civil War who played a role in saving some of the city from Sherman, who burned down the majority of the city. So to start the simulation, we have a couple slides that essentially contextualize the story that say that this is the background, this is happening, the war is coming, we play as Father Thomas O'Reilly, and our goal is to essentially stop our church from being burned down. As we start, we can see the main interface. The main interface is a map, an interactive map with a series of pins on it and a timeline. The pins contain information. The red pins are story pins that have different decisions that we can make. If we click on pins, decisions get made. So in this first opening act, I'm talking with one of the brothers at the church about opening up the church as a hospital. So that's what I did. The blue pins are purely informational to help kind of contextualize the story and its time frame. The red pins are what drives the story. So the story started down here at the church, and now it's progressed up here to Peachtree Creek. So at Peachtree Creek, we can look at the different front lines of the battle that's happening and talk to the generals. We're going to talk to this general, who becomes a friend of Father Thomas O'Reilly, historically. Whenever we're done talking to the troops up here, we can go back down to the church and help here. So we'll stay and help at the church. So we just progress from chapter 2 to chapter 3. What's happening is the battle is being lost, and it becomes clear that the city is in danger. And so Father Thomas O'Reilly wants to fight for his city, and so he plans to approach Sherman. So at this point, Sherman has set up base here at what is now the Carter Center. That's historically where his headquarters actually was. And essentially, historically, what happened in this conversation did not go well. In fact, General Sherman threatens to put him in front of a firing squad. So we'll leave, and we'll head back to our church. We're now going to call on General Slocum, which we met up here, and through our dialogue with him, we're going to try and have him talk to Sherman and essentially reason with him and say that burning the churches is not a military necessity. After that conversation, we are led back to the church where we receive a letter from Major Slocum with a decision from General Sherman on whether or not the city is going to be burned down. In this particular ending, which is a historical ending, the church was saved, as well as City Hall, and as well as some of the buildings around it as a buffer. So that's it. And then at the end, we get a text box that shows us how it historically happened, what Father Thomas O'Reilly actually did, to show the player what actually happened. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.